I'm Megan Lang, and I'm a senior at Academy of the Canyons. Growing up, I never really grew up in the church. It was because of my family's background and everything that they went through. My dad, he lost everyone that he loved, and my mom grew up in a chaotic family that was not supportive at all. So, since they didn't grow up with faith, I didn't either. During Christmas and Easter, I never went to church, I never knew who God was, and my faith was absent. So I had really bad anxiety issues growing up. I feared literally everything. I feared the worst possible situation would happen. I knew if I experienced this a lot of pain, there must have been something out there. There must have been this joy that I never felt before. I was curious. I knew I felt this pain, but there must have been some type of joy out there. So I read the Bible. I kept on reading to see what being a Christian was all about. I actually thought that when I just left my house, I would start coming to church. Maybe I would make that decision later. But now I know that God had different plans for me, because I went through a fallout with a friend, and there was a huge Twitter post about me, and I got hundreds of retweets and likes. It was very negative, and I felt not so good. But a girl, she invited me to real life, and I started coming ever since. The moment when I stepped into church, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace. But I faced a lot of challenges at home, and my parents weren't really accepting at first. They thought it was like a phase, but I knew it wasn't. I knew that Jesus was literally my Lord and Savior. So I wanted to wait for the right time, but there's really no right time. But I followed in God's plan. I eventually, after 3 years of coming consistently here and discovering more about Jesus and getting more involved in my faith, I finally made the decision to get baptized. And what really prompted it was, I don't know, I just felt this desire. Like before, I always wanted to get baptized, but it was like, I need to get baptized. And I was like, I'm ready to get baptized no matter what. And I remember telling my mom about that night. I'm like, hey mom, I'm getting baptized. And she was like, I see it's not a phase anymore. When my mom came to my baptism, I was so full of joy. And just knowing that she came for me, and she knew that it wasn't a phase, that this was a part of my life, that Jesus was my Lord and Savior. And seeing her when I got out of the water there made my heart so happy. It was like I already made my life, my faith public, because I always talked about Jesus, but it was like the act of getting baptized was showing that this is who I am for the rest of my life. And I knew that I had a place in heaven. In the day, I had so much friends and family surrounding me. Not even that, I just knew Jesus was surrounding me. Like Jesus was right there looking down. I was like, dude, I have another child in heaven. I was like, yeah, I'm that child.